Took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
Yesterday, all over our social media pages, Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Yikes.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
When the news broke that Steve Harvey had started cooperating with the FBI following Diddy's shocking arrest, the celebrity world was thrown into chaos. The revelation was jaw-dropping. Steve Harvey, the king of daytime television, game shows, and self-help books, had quietly been entangled in something much darker for years. It turns out that Steve might not have been just an innocent bystander or victim of Diddy's manipulations. He had become deeply involved in a web of deceit, and it all began at one of Diddy's infamous parties. Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you about all these allegations? Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise. Now, let's be honest, rumors have swirled for years about Diddy's private gatherings. They were notorious, filled with big-name celebrities and shrouded in secrecy. People whispered about the outrageous happenings behind closed doors, but no one really knew what went on until now. And here's the kicker: Steve Harvey was a regular attendee. Yes, the man who preaches about faith, family, and doing the right thing was knee-deep in Diddy's wild lifestyle. So what happened at these parties that would make a man like Steve risk everything to keep it quiet? Well, if Diddy really was filming everybody, he had a lot of people at those parties, right? The answer lies in the fact that Diddy was no ordinary host. According to insiders, he wasn't just throwing lavish parties for fun, he was collecting dirt on his so-called friends. At one particular event, Diddy allegedly caught Steve on camera in a compromising position. We're talking about secret cameras hidden everywhere, recording every move.
They want you to do shit that don't make no sense. That's why I won't even talk about politics no more. Ain't shit to talk about. The fuck I'm supposed to do if both sides is the dumb side?
Maybe, just maybe, Cat Williams really is the best comedian out there.
Give it up for Steve Harvey one time. Give it up for Steve Harvey. He's an excellent comedian. One of the finest we've ever had. But he don't want no parts of this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. This is some other shit. I don't know why he came out here with all this money y'all spent on them motherfucking tickets and talked about a lady in the audience for 15 goddamn minutes. That nigga should have talked about me the way I've been to talk about his bitch man. Wrong nigga to fucking combine to a championship, my nigga. You did. You see that nigga had to take off that lace front high top fade before he came out here to battle me, goddamn. I plays no motherfucking game, Steve. I'm a little nigga, I fight dirty.
Recently, a video of Cat Williams resurfaced where he can be seen roasting Steve Harvey inside out.
You did, baby. What the fuck is he thinking about? He trying to copy off me and bring that ugly ass, sparkly ass tie out with a regular black suit like he was going to a funeral. Yours, nigga, yours. That nigga think I give a fuck. I give less than a fuck. Whatever less than a fuck is. You the one came out here and told jokes about if a bitch lick you on the left nipple, you buy that bitch a car. If that ain't the trickiest shit I ever heard. Bitch, you can suck my dick with the Holy Spirit in your mouth. I ain't buying your goddamn car. I ain't even gonna give you a ride.
Not only that, Williams went all in and destroyed Harvey in front of what seemed like a good 10,000 people.
It's a generation gap.
Damn generation
Nigga
gap.
think he the shit because he was the shit in 1968. Nigga, I'm the shit this evening, my nigga, this evening. I know my niggas is up in here. I ain't got to ask. I ain't scared about being in the motherfucking round. I go round this bitch as long as this bitch go round. Where you at, Steve?
And if that wasn't enough humiliation, Williams has recently called out Harvey and is digging up old situations where Steve lost to Cat by a fair and square margin.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and he And then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask him, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing.
Here's everything you need to know. With Williams leveling new charges on the Club Shay Shay podcast, the long-running conflict between comic and Atlanta star Cat Williams and Family Feud host Steve Harvey has erupted. According to Williams, Harvey not only failed to make a name for himself in the entertainment industry, but he also copied concepts from the sitcom Hangin' with Mr. Cooper, created by Mark Curry, when he was working on the Steve
Very,
Harvey
very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that Combs had cameras throughout his home. These weren't just casual social gatherings. These parties were elaborate traps, and Steve, who had attended more than one, found himself on the wrong end of Diddy's lens. What exactly did Diddy capture? Well, the details are fuzzy, but the word is that it was something scandalous enough to keep Steve in line for years. For those who don't know, Diddy has always had an eye for power. He knew that having leverage over powerful people was the ultimate insurance policy. So, when he realized what he had on Steve, he didn't hesitate to use it. And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry. Reports have surfaced that Diddy blackmailed Steve for years, demanding favors and even a stake in some of Steve's lucrative business ventures. But here's where it gets even wilder. Diddy allegedly didn't stop at business deals, according to whispers making their way through Hollywood.
And all like that. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. So this here little beef thing that everybody wanna start, cause you wanna make a name for yourself. That's cool, do you. You ain't gonna do it right here though. You ain't gonna build no reputation on Steve Harvey. So I've been doing this a long time. So now, whatever you gonna do is cool. Just do you. You do you. So I have nothing to prove. All I gotta do is keep being Steve Harvey that he been for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Or walking out there on stage.
Yeah.
And bringing that sunshine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it. But you know, when you hear all the chatter, you know, it kind of, you go.
So it kind of hits you? Kind of like
I mean,
a little unexpected?
For what?
Yeah.
For what? But you know, like I always
And we
say,
love you.
bro, look here.
We
Little
love
dog.
you.
Diddy demanded something even more unthinkable. Lori Harvey, that's right, Steve's own stepdaughter, was supposedly part of the twisted equation. Diddy is accused of frequently beating her and hiding her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone. It sounds unbelievable, but when you start to piece together the facts, it all fits. Lori, who was in her early 20s at the time, became a fixture at celebrity events around the same time Diddy and Steve were reportedly locking horns behind the scenes. There were even rumors that Lori had been involved with Diddy romantically, rumors that both Lori and Diddy have denied, but they persist nonetheless. In any case, Diddy's hold over Steve wasn't just about money, it was personal. Diddy knew he had Steve right where he wanted him, and Steve wasn't in any position to refuse. Clearly, there is a criminal investigation underway, and they believe there would be evidence of crimes in one or both of these homes. But why didn't Steve walk away? Why didn't he go public sooner? The answer might lie in how deep Diddy's influence went. If Steve had come forward, he would have had to face the fallout from the footage, whatever it was. And for someone like Steve, whose image is everything, the potential destruction of his brand was too great a risk. Steve built an empire around being the charming, wise, funny man everyone could relate to, but behind that shiny exterior was someone who was terrified of losing it all. The layers of manipulation go even deeper when you look at what Steve allegedly had to do for day over the years. Beyond the rumors of Lori's involvement, sources claim that Diddy used Steve's influence to solve legal issues, make connections, and even launder money through his businesses. It's hard to imagine someone like Steve, who is always preaching about the importance of ethics and values, being caught up in something so sinister. But the whispers have been growing louder. Steve wasn't just Diddy's friend, he was his pawn. He was the person Diddy would call when a problem needed solving, someone to clean up the mess without asking too many questions.
In New York City.
Yeah, the feds revealed that, anybody that, participated in any, criminal behavior at his freak-offs, they're going to pursue.
Listen here. The mayor here take like 15 spoons of sugar in his coffee. So it's all a possibility.
Do you think there's any celebrities on tapes?
Bro, he gave celebrity parties. So what you think? I think they're not telling the whole truth, is that because of the situation in Miami and the situation in California, and they closed the clubs like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and something like that, that Justin and Christian was bringing big vans of girls and people back to the mansion and giving parties and stuff like that. And a lot of those stuff were their parties. A lot of that shit was their parties. They wasn't always Puff parties. It was his son's parties.
Good point. They said some of these freak-offs will last for days.
That's where they're going to get him on the sex trafficking thing. Especially like if he was traveling and doing it. That's where the sex trafficking come at. That you hiring sex workers to come and have sex with your girl? That's crazy. That's some Hollywood shit that I don't even know, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. But they also claiming that, Diddy, he'll give ecstasy to his victims to keep them obedient.
Then they have to bring those witnesses in there. That's going to be something hard to prove. Unless Lil Rob or Cassie